Y'all know what it is. It's the Find the Boxer game. Purchase a box for a chance at winning $500. One of 54 boxes has a missing boxer inside. Purchase your box or boxes by Cash Apping $ usual 50/50. Include your box number, name, and email address. Your box number will be confirmed and sent directly to your email. Each box is $20 with a 1 in 54 chance of winning. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Y'all know what it is. It's the usual suspect 650-50 draw. Buy your tickets now for your chance at winning half the pot. Cash App, $ usual 50/50. Tickets are on sale for $10 for one, $20 for 3 tickets, and $50 for 10 tickets. Put your desired amount, name or alias, as well as your email address, and your tickets will be sent. We announce the winning ticket numbers every other Friday on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk Bullshitting on the Beltway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Push the weight and no flex. Flex the live is 1 in the 6. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Absolutely. Good evening. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Salute to you guys. Like the video, share the video. We are our own algorithm. We do it ourselves over here. Salute to all of y'all. Let's do this roll call real quick. Jeff Spark, my brother. Bernard Gilbert, Mac of the South. Thomas, what's going on, brother? 88 Sports Talk. D Main, what up? PJ's Big Dog, Shogun, Mr. Shelton, Rod Neal, Will Sinclair, Isaiah, Jafar Cesar, BVO, what's going on, y'all? Come on in, smash the like button. Todd Swindle, what up, brother? Got a little headache this evening, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? We're waiting on Brian Norman Sr. to come through. He has the link. He's a very busy man. I appreciate him for his time. And no smoke and mirrors here. We ain't gonna do weird stuff like talk about him crazy when he leave. The Sensei Stormy B-Man's in the building. Salute, good brother.
What's good? What's happening?
We out here grinding, man. I had a packed day. Hollywood, what up? But we here, brother. We here. So I guess before our brother Brian Norman Sr. pull up, man. What we can do, let's talk some boxing. I was listening to your post fight yesterday. Man, I tell you, bro. Y'all know I skipped on the Jamal fight, but of course he made some news, and maybe I'll talk about that probably Tuesday. Because you know, the dude, still wants the Caleb Plant fight. I'm gonna let that rest for a while, and I'll talk about it. I mentioned Phenomenal Mexican, salute. I mentioned there will be no mention of this clown, him and his brother, unless they lose or pretty much does something newsworthy. That right there is newsworthy. Why you want to fight a dude coming off a L? It's beyond me. What he should have been doing is petitioning to fight him his first fight back.
That's because he's chasing L's.
Yeah. Come on, we all know. We all know. I don't respect it.
You know, a lot of people are always looking externally for something, and then if they turned around and just focused in the mirror, they would find exactly what they're looking for.
Yeah, man, I agree. And this goon wants some get back now. I mean, let's I'm gonna give my 2 cents. I heard your entire breakdown yesterday, and I agree with it 100%. Here's what you guys need to realize. There was nothing wrong with Caleb last night. That's just him. He's been busy, and salute to him. Of course, this is boxing. I'm not talking bad about him. I'm talking about what we all saw. Now, how y'all interpret it, that's entirely up to you. Here's what I saw. He looked phenomenal in the first 5 rounds. And good old Rez.
Correction, the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, I'm giving him 5. I'm being nice about it.
But
all right. and with good old Rensno. Because Ren said no. He said, "You're done? Okay, here I come." And he just started walking forward. And that body, did you see the left side of Caleb's body? It was beat red, wasn't it? That's where all the work went. That's where all the work went. And I knew it was over going into 7. I said, man, Caleb is having the fatigue issues again. I don't know what that's about. Because he looks like he's in shape. Maybe that's just him. Maybe his cardio fades later. He's not a knockout artist like that, so he don't have enough pop to get people out of there early, usually, unless your last name is Darrell. I'm just saying what happened. But this dude just walked forward like he was Jason Voorhees, and I knew he was comfortable for a minute, but he didn't have a mark on his face. And going into round 12, he was smiling. You saw that, Stormy? Let me take this call real quick.
yeah, I saw that. I saw that foolishness. It was interesting that Caleb started to fight out with a lot of fire, a lot of spunk, but it's a 12-round fight. And being that they were both familiar with one another, it's obvious that he thought he may have the upper hand on Resendez because of maybe work they've done together in the gym. But that's the difference between what I talk about all the time, guys fighting in the gym and guys working and honing their craft in the gym. I bet you $1 to a donut that when Resendez was working with him in the gym, he may have just been working on some things, working on his defense, working on, catching, slipping, cutting the ring off, those kind of things, but never showed what he could really do. And you're not supposed to. See, the smart fighters understand that work is work. And in the gym where sparring takes place, that's supposed to be work. Your performance is on fight night when the lights are live. So you're not supposed to jeopardize fight night for what's going on in the gym. But what you're supposed to do in the gym is prepare yourself so when you perform, when the lights are on, you're at your premium, your optimum, your best.
Right.
Doghouse rules are for fools.
Say it again, Stormy.
Doghouse rules are for fools.
There you go.
Absolutely.
It's not no tough guy, and that's why if y'all remember the Rockman brothers, I think Hakeem Rockman's boys was in Floyd's gym, and something happened in there, and I think they sued Floyd for that. You don't need to be doing that. You ain't got to prove you're a tough guy in the gym, man. You're supposed to work on things, do some sparring, and be safe about it. all of this hard sparring and stuff like that, that's just tough guy bullshit. It is. That's why, listen, y'all. Connor, what up? That's why James Toney's talking funny right now. You understand? You're like, man, he barely gets touched in the real box. Well, he's been touched in real boxing matches, please. But I'm saying, all of that is from all that gym stuff. Emmanuel Stewart said, all this guy does is train by sparring. He doesn't even do road work. And he paid for it. Oh, there you go. Yes, sir. You can hear me, Brian? Oh, wait. You gotta come back. You gotta come back. Yeah, he was he may have been on another podcast earlier. But yeah, all of that doghouse rules is for fools. Okay. There we go. Brian, you can hear? You hear us, brother?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
What up? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Okay, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, good brother? Tay Jones in the building. Tay, what up? You on mute, brother?
What's good?
My boy Tay in there?
Yes,
What
sir.
up, Tay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit, he went on mute. Brian, you on mute, brother?
Yeah, no, I'm listening. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, salute to you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. I appreciate this, man. I really appreciate this. You have a huge, brother, I can't explain how much of a huge support system you have on this side. I can't speak for anybody else. You're doing big things, you and your son. You know what I'm saying? My brother Tay Jones been telling me about you guys for the last, 3-4 years? And he told the story about how
Appreciate it.
He sparred with your son. He said, man, this boy hit hard. And I said, what his name? He said, Brian Norman Jr. I said, yeah? He said, that boy hit hard, bro. I said, wow, man. So I started doing my research and I said, you know what, man? I like this kid, man. I like this kid. And one of the most devastating things that I've seen was not this last fight. That was devastating. But the fight before that, holy smokes. That cat ain't never going to be the same again, bro. That cat ain't never going to be the same again, man. So, thank you for joining us this evening, man. I appreciate, man. We just want to pick your brain, and we want to. I just want to know what direction y'all want to go in, and where do you see you guys landing at in the next maybe 3 years, 2 to 3 years?
Man, what I learned the last fight is you never know what the next fight gonna bring.
Yeah.
But I mean, the whole thing is to go for 147 undisputed, clean out this division, beat any and everybody who is everybody in the division. So that way, if it's somebody that that's worthy of fighting in the division and it makes sense and it make money, I mean, that's what we're looking to fight. That's
what's up, man. Now you is there any direction that you would like to go in particular? Like Devin, DHP with close friends with them also. Close friends. And Devin put out a list. Yeah, Devin put out this list. And I looked, your son's on that list, and I told everybody, I said, you know what? The biggest problem on that list is Brian Norman. I told everybody that. I said the biggest issue on that list right here is Brian Norman. And I told my audience, I said, look, in the perfect world, that list is lengthy, but he's not going to get everything. But in the perfect world, once Devin cleaned everything up that he want to clean up, and at the same time your son working, in the perfect world, I would love to see you and Devin break bread.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? In a mega fight. And I'm going to be so torn but excited for both of y'all. I'm torn but excited, man.
I'm a big supporter of Bill and Devin also, because I'm a supporter of the father-son dynamics, and I'm very proud of as far as he got his son this far. You know what I'm saying? Like we following behind them. You know what I'm saying? So from me stepping in the game, you ain't never heard me disrespect them on any interview at any amount of time. Along with really no other father-son duo, I don't disrespect them or disrespect anything about that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a fight game, and you know, it's about who thinks they're better at the sport that we in, which is happens to be the sport called boxing. It happens to be whoop your ass sport. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, let's keep it real. That's what it is. So, yeah, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I just left dinner with my son, and I was saying the same thing. We don't know what the future gonna hold. We don't know what each fight, because after each fight brings something new. It brings something new. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know what each fight gonna bring, so we can't think too far into the future. But I love the Devin Haney fight. I love the Devin Haney fight because I'm thinking right now, I'm told he's having a problem finding the fight. Am I correct?
Well, it seems that way because this oh man, I gotta watch my mouth because I hate Teofimo Lopez, and I say that with passion. I hate's a strong word. I have no qualm saying that because he don't like.
He definitely ducking Devin. That's for sure. He ducking Devin.
Definitely, and he's an effing racist and all that other stuff. But we'll keep it boxing. The kid don't want to fight.
No,
the kid don't want to fight. How do you try and find a way out of a turkey out of sheik payday?
Crazy. Took yourself out the whole conversation because you don't want to fight a man. I don't think he's afraid to fight Devin. I don't think any fighter is afraid of any fighter. I think for whatever reason, just like I don't know who fan of who, but just hear me out here. I got to be real.
Yeah. Just
like Jaron Ennis said that he didn't want to fight Tio because he didn't want to underperform. That's according to the words of Eddie Hearn. I think Teofimo feels the exact same way about Devin Haney. I think that's the wrong style for him. You know what I mean? And so for whatever reason, and we're not gonna call it fear because I don't think any fighter is afraid of any fighter. Like they get in the ring and we put their lives on the line. So ain't nobody scared of nobody. You know what I'm saying? But as far as that goes, he definitely clearly does not want to fight Devin for whatever reason. He spazzed out when the Boost fights fell through. He spazzed out at the guy trying to give him the opportunity. He didn't even spaz out at Devin. He spazzed out at the guy trying to give him the opportunity to make sure he take himself out of that opportunity. That's wildest shit. That's unheard of. That's crazy. What the fuck?
I believe what it is with Tio is a couple of things. One of the major things is, first of all, he don't want to break bread with any black person, any black American. I don't think so. That's number one.
I ain't never think about it that way. Possibility.
He can't fathom losing to a black American, let alone a black person from anywhere on this globe. He can't fathom losing that because that hurts his heart. And
let me ask you. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish. I'm at. Go ahead.
Yeah. And that hatred and the racist things, I wouldn't have thought all of this until he started talking this racial stuff. I have audio with him saying what he would do. Like, for example, had he had beat George Kambosos, he told the world he was going to drop the belts because it had made it a harder route for Devin Haney. And I'm like, what the hell is that? It's wild work. It's wild work. So, is he physically scared of Devin? I could speculate that, but I think he couldn't fathom losing to a black person because I think that'll set him off because he's already mentally fragile. That'll set him off. I think he'll go on suicide watch. He don't want to break bread with anybody black. He don't want to see anyone get paid. And see, the thing is, he'd be eating off of Devin's name because I heard some numbers what Turkey was giving Devin and what the split was between Teofimo and Devin. I heard what it was, but it was substantial. But it was also worth more than what Tio's made in his entire career. There was no reason for him to be doing this other than extreme racism and idiocy, and a portion of it is fear. Not the physical fear, but the fear of if I lose.
Right.
If it goes the Sandor Martin route and they give it to Devin, oh my God, can I deal with that?
All right.
That's what I feel.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, the only question, but these are the ifs. These are the ifs. Like, was he serious about trying to fight Jaron Ennis? We don't know. but you made that offer twice because he had Bob made the offer last year and he had Turkey made the offer this year. What if he had called his bluff? I kind of wish he would have called his bluff. What if he had called his bluff? Then you would have been dealing with that same type of situation. So I don't know.
It's on to you, Stormy, my brother from Chi-Town, man. Your thoughts, brother.
Yeah. Salute everybody. Salute to Brian for joining us this evening.
Salute.
I must say that's a heck of a name, Brian. That's my name. Yeah. Listen, what you guys are doing, I think is great, man.
Thank you.
And your approach, and I appreciate hearing what you had to say just a moment ago about Devin and his dad, because that was one of the first lead questions that I had for you. Because I'm an advocate of you don't have to tear potential opponents down.
No.
To be able to make and carve your own space in the sport. In fact, it looks more diplomatic if you build your opponents up, because if you build them up and you defeat them, that elevates your status. And these young men of today don't seem to have any sense of that. But typically, it's the ones who have had the improper upbringing, improper training, and focal points. And you can see it. This whole thing about T.O., you can say what you want about him, but he is his dad's son.
Right.
He is.
Right.
The fruit doesn't fall far from the vine on the tree.
1000% agree with you about that. It only makes sense. Why would you be down in your opponent? And that's the dumbest thing. Like, I never understood it. I never understand. He ain't nobody, right? I said, "What's gonna be ain't nobody?" Go, you know what I'm saying? I never understood that. That makes the most least sense I've ever heard. Again, even with I got to give credit. I'm not even gonna do that. Never mind. Go ahead.
So, and what I have taken from my observations, and again, we do salute Tay, because Tay is the one that introduced us to you all by name and by reputation a couple of years back. And
that's my dog.
Yeah, and we've been, chomping at the bit, waiting to see. But I must say that that fight with Giovanni Santillan, I came away from that match totally understanding who your son is as a fighter, because it was a situation where, of course, they didn't make that fight with him in mind being favorable. They thought it would be a showcase for Santillan. So he was already battling elements. But anyone who had seen him and understand what he brought to the ring, they would know better, of course. But I love the way that it played out, because we saw something in that match, and you tell me if I'm kind of on point here. There was a point, and he had received accolades of Trainer of the Year a couple of times, Robert Garcia. There was a point where Santillan was already in bad shape, and he could have stopped that fight. But the pride of them, and that I just have to say it, that racial affliction that people have, wouldn't allow him to do what was necessary. And his fighter was forever damaged as a result of making an improper choice like that. Because by the time Junior finished him off, he was truly finished.
Yeah.
True. But your son showed something that is needed in the sport. He showed resolve, he showed focus, he showed determination, he showed the ability to finish, and he had, during bell to bell, the malicious intent that it takes to turn back challenge. You don't see that a lot. Yeah, someone will take an opportunity if it presents itself, but he made things happen.
Right.
And see, that's something that even you could go back a generation or so in the sport, and you see the top quality fighters like James Toney and Bernard Hopkins, and those are fighters who had similar victories of what your son did on that night, where they just totally took. If you remember James Toney and Vasily Jirov, similar situation. Jirov was in the fight, he was competitive until he wasn't. But by the time they realized he wasn't, it was too late. Gotcha. That kind of thing. So I really admire that quality. And I do believe that your son, just like Devin, is after maybe you take care of this business in Japan, he's gonna start to have some problems, because it's not about being fearful of fighting, but it's like nobody wants to look bad. Nobody wants to be made to be or be revealed or exposed to the fact that you're not really at the level that you have convinced people or sold people that you're at.
Man, you touching on so many things. I'm gonna go backwards with what you just said about the level. That's where people are making mistakes, and that's where fans are making the mistakes. Is they're putting themselves so high above everybody else that you almost make it inevitable. Not even, it's inevitable. No matter what, with the height that people are putting certain fighters on, it's inevitable that they will come down. It's inevitable, because what goes up must come down, and you put them so high and everybody else is so low. So when somebody else shows you that this person is not that high, it was your fault. It's the fans' fault. It's your fault because you the one that put them that high. You know what I'm saying? Back in what you were saying about the Giovanni Santillon, I agree with you wholeheartedly about Robert Garcia. I did not know that the racism was as bad as it was on the West Coast. I never knew. I had no clue. At 45 years old at the time, I didn't know. I found out through social media after the fight. I knew all the racial slurs and the stuff that was being taught to us and all the boos we got at the venue, but I thought it wasn't personal. I thought it was because we was in his hometown, that was their fight, that kind of stuff. But then social media showed me after, when I started reading comments, because you gotta think we on the East Coast. On the East Coast, Migos, Latinos, we all get along. We all 1-1 over here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with no Mexicans. Ain't no Mexicans got no problem with me. You feel what I'm saying? Not racially, not like that. You know what I'm saying? Not just me as a person. I'm reading the comments. They talking about blacks and Mexicans, and I had no clue. But it was on both sides too. It was black people saying crazy shit and Mexicans saying crazy shit, and that taught me something after 45 years that I never knew. I did not know it was like that. I seen it on TV, but I know it's like that real deal on the West Coast. So I think that hatred for black people or the hatred for us or whatever the case may be, I think that did play a big part in Robert Garcia not stopping that fight, because that was absolutely Giovanni Santillon did not have a puncher's chance to beat my son. He did not have one punch knockout power. He was already defeated. He was already deflated. There was no reason whatsoever that fight should have been continued.
Yeah.
Things you live and learn, man. Things you live and learn. Like when I didn't know how ugly things were until I started dipping and dabbing in this social media thing. I'm like, damn, this is where they went?
Crazy. Shit, crazy. Hey, that's crazy. We be learning shit, man. We be learning shit. I'm with you too. Depending on the Pandora's box that you click, you be like, what the fuck?
You're like, what is this? What happened? I thought we passed this. Nope. They show us ugly face every time, man. Yeah. Tay Jones in the building, my brother. What's good, man?
Man, what's going on with it? How you doing?
I'm chilling, brother. You know I had to send you this link. You know that.
What up, Tay?
What's up, brother?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Man.
Yo, what's tell me about, and we're gonna go to Trick in a minute. Tell me about that the sparring session. The famous story about the sparring session.
Oh man, yeah. So I think it was I just had moved back to Atlanta, and I just had recently got with Coach Lopez, who was the owner of the gym, and rest in peace his soul. As you guys know, that's Najee Lopez and Hakeem Lopez's father. Well, anyway, I was training with him, and trained by him, and all I know it was this 15-year-old kid in the gym. Never seen him a day of my life because I say, majority of the amateur when I got back into boxing was in Tennessee. So when I came back to Atlanta, I said, okay, no problem. But the only trick was to it, I can only throw jabs. And cool, no problem. But it was a problem. but it was a problem. All it was boom, 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 boom. I was like, oh hell, he ain't 15. I said, hell, he ain't. That's when I first said, nah, this is different. You got to keep in mind, I've sparred a lot of guys, but not a lot of guys that will wake you up and catch your attention off the bat. You know what I'm saying? And it was one of those things. I was like, hell no, he ain't 15. So I tried to use both my hands, and Lopez was like, nah, you can only use your jab. He only 15. I'm like, man, fuck that. He ain't no damn.
You're like, damn, it's fun for you. It's fun for you or for him. Damn.
That's what I'm saying, dog. And I'll never forget that day. But man, like I said before, man, I knew he was special, not just because of that day, but how quickly he helped me progress. You know what I'm saying? And dog, like I said before, we sparred him just for one fight. One fight in particular to help me get ready, and shit, that was more than enough that I needed. You know what I'm saying? And I knew it was special. And it was just, it was disappointing to me that he couldn't get a lot of amateur fights, and which was one of the reasons why he turned pro as well. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys couldn't. Man, listen, he was knocking out guys in headgear, bro. And it would be times I'll come in the gym, I just instantly go ahead and put on my stuff because I know what he's about to do. And it was always on a consistent basis. And that's why I say, man, listen, when both his hands is healed, he's a problem. And that's what you're seeing now.
Hey, bro, I knew it was real. When you came in one day, you called me. And you told, I ain't gonna say no name, I'll let you say the name. You said, yo, Brian Norman just sparred a certain popular fighter.
No, we ain't doing that. No, we're not gonna do that. Yeah.
Okay. But it when you told me what you told me, I said, what?
Wait. Unless it was Tank. Oh, if it was Tank you saw him spar, you could talk about that. Fuck that. I don't care about it. Unless it was Tank. If it was Tank you talking about, we can do that. If it's the other one you talking about, we ain't gonna do that.
Talking about the other one.
No, the other one we ain't gonna talk about.
Y'all were there. I wasn't there. Y'all were there. I wasn't there.
You talking about which one? You talking about the other one or Tank?
We can talk about Tank. We gotta talk about the other one.
We can't talk about the other. No.
But it's a couple of them though. It's a couple of them.
It is a couple. It is a couple of them. It is.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's a couple of them. And some. Damn, I don't even want to say his name either, but it's a couple of them that I haven't even talked about, and a lot of people rave about him and things of that nature. And he recently just lost, but I think he'll get back to, doing his thing. But
I already knew that's what you was talking about. Yeah.
I only know two, and what you tell me behind the scenes, I keep it here. I only know two.
Yeah.
And so, you said one. God damn, man.
No, it's not just those two. It's a lot of them, and I just never spoke on.
It's a few of them. It's a few of them.
It's a few of them, but I just never spoke on them. But yeah, man, the kid is special, bro. That's I've always said that. Like I said before, and I think people had to give him time. And I was telling people, hey man, just give him time. Because coming into top rank, people don't understand. Before he came to top rank, he had already had a year off anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Before coming to top rank, and then when he got to top rank, it was issues there with him. But you see what's going on now.
Yeah, I don't think people understand. The boy was a kid. He's literally right now. He's just 24 years old, 24 and a half to be exact. Come on, man. Right. So he's a kid, and as a kid coming up. You still go through emotion. You still go through emotions. You still got to deal with it's a lot of pressure. Like you seen when for example, even though we don't fuck with T.O. Fimo, whatever you seen with Ryan, T.O., Charlo. You see all these people have these mental breakdowns and mental issues. Even with the runner, it's so many people. You get what I'm saying? So you got to think about the kind of pressure that some of this shit put on fighters at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And so he had to, like I said, he had to come into his own.
Yeah.
I felt it was good for him because it shows what you made of, because that's where it go fly or die, fight or flight, swim or drown mentality. You know what I'm saying? And his is the latter. And I mean, he eventually came to fuck it, excuse my French, fuck it, fuck y'all. I'm gonna do me, and this is what it is. I'm not even worried about what y'all got to say. I'm not worried about what y'all doing. I'm not worried about what you're doing in the ring. I'm not worried about what you're talking about in the ring, outside the ring. He's going in there. He finally got the confidence to be him, and now he's a problem.
The timing is right, man.
The timing is perfect.
Timing is right. Trick Notes in the building, my brother. What's good? Texas in the building. What up, man?
H-Town in the house, ATL in the house, Bronx in the house, Chi-Town in the house. How y'all doing, man?
What's going on?
Man, Brian Roman, it's great to have you on here, man. Been trying to get you on here with us, man, with some real boxing talk. You know, I've seen you on some panels, man, and they're not even conversations, they're not even interviews. There's more of an interrogation. You know, guys thinking they managers and thinking they know more than what you do.
Shit crazy, man. You be seeing this shit, man.
I'm trying to get you on here with.
We seen it, yo, Brian. We seen it, bro.
Bro,
we
man.
That shit wild. Like, how the fuck you gonna tell me? People that don't, people calling themselves managers that ain't even managers of nothing, that don't even understand how to business. No, I'm serious. Like this one dude the other day, so he called himself manager something. This motherfucker don't even know how the game works. He don't even know how it works.
Hey.
So what are you talking about, dog?
Hey.
Wow, man.
It's interrogations, man. It's not even
this shit is frustrating, bro. It's frustrating. Yeah. It's somebody was saying that I think today is more of a everybody's looking for with me and with a Bill Haney to per se. I don't know what he got going on, but with me and with Bill Haney for sure, everybody's looking for I gotcha moments.
They want you to lose.
Sir.
No, they're looking for I gotcha moments. I'm gonna tell you, everybody listening, everybody on here, you will never have an I gotcha moment with me, because I'm not gonna ever lie. I'm not gonna ever tell you no different. I don't have to remember what I said, because what I said is the truth. You ain't gonna forget the truth. You feel what I'm saying? If I misspeak about a timeline, if I misspeak about something else, that's different. But you would never get me in the I gotcha moment, because ain't no I gotcha. You know what I'm saying?
And also, I want to say something about your son real quick. You know, when I watch him fight, he reminds me of a young Teddy Reed, but with skills.
Right.
And Teddy Reed could punch. Your son can punch. And man, I enjoy watching him. Like I look at like you, Steve Cunningham, Jason Papillon, Bill Haney. Y'all are black fathers with your sons, man. A lot of people don't like that.
Right.
A lot of people don't like that, man. And, like I say, a lot of respect here. Like I said, I've been trying to get you on with us, man, and we got some good boxing talk going on. And Tay, man, you know, salute to you, man. What you do as well, man. You do some good stuff out there. With your interviews, and with your videos and stuff. Salute to you on that.
I appreciate that.
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, man.
I got. Go ahead, brother. No, I was gonna say what I didn't understand or don't understand is the hate for black fathers, because on one side of the coin, you got us portrayed in the public as we ain't there, we don't do shit, we went out for milk, cigarettes, never came back, we ain't in our kids' life, we don't know who the fuck our dad is here, this and that. Then on the other side of the coin, unfortunately, from us, from the same fucking people, you see what I'm saying? Our black people. On the other side of the coin, you got a problem with us being there. You got a problem with us teaching our kids. And mind you, let's keep this 1,002. Every single father-son duo that I can think of, with the exception of maybe one, is well-mannered, well-controlled. The behavior is fine. They don't have any scandals. You know what I'm saying? These are well-raised young men. Right. These are not young men that's out shooting, slapping women. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no rape cases going on. These are real respected young men. That's all they're trying to do is fight and be successful in life. And they got their fathers in their life trying to push them to that point and trying to guide them to that point. And the fans, even though they're successful to this point right now, the fans have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Let's say one thing. Let's say this one thing. 24-year-old discussing $1 million deals is not a failure.
That's right. That's right.
Come on, man. A 24-year-old discussing $100,000 is not a failure.
That's right.
I didn't have $100,000 at no fucking 24 years old. I didn't have 200. I didn't have 250. My son's minimum is worth more than that. I didn't have all of that when I was 24, and I would have I'd give it to me now. You feel what I'm saying? What the fuck we talking about? You feel me?
Man, brother.
Now, and we making it like it's a big deal. Oh, you only talk. What the fuck? These people are crazy, man.
Brother. Now let me put another hat on you. Watch this. I'm gonna take you to another dimension. Now imagine this. And let me talk to the chat too. Imagine if Brian Norman Sr. and his son, let's say Brian Norman Jr. was drunk in bars, getting escorted out by security. Let's say Brian Norman Sr. was headbutting people and splitting his head and beating up people in the camp and very belligerent. Let's say Brian Norman Sr. couldn't go to other countries because of his criminal record for thumbing out an eye. Who am I talking about, y'all? And no one says shit about that guy.
Right.
No one says shit about Big John Fury, right?
It's our people, man. It's our people. It's us. It's us. We are our biggest downfall. We gon' I don't want to say forever be our biggest downfall because I don't want to speak that into existence, but we are our biggest downfall at this moment. And we do ourselves injustice, and we so in competition, whether it's my fighter, your fighter, my this, your that, as opposed to coming together like some of these other people do, like Mexicans do, like Latinos do, and they helping each other and big up each other, and it's for the country, it's for the culture, it's for the this, and it's for the that. We can't even get on board. For example. We can't get on board and talk shit against a person named Teofimo. That's obviously a racist, calling black men niggers with an ER. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what he said.
We can't even get on board with that because you got some of us still defending the clan. You know what I'm saying?
Jamal Charlo.
Huh?
Like Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo said, I want Teo to beat Devin. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't. No. At some point, it has become bigger. It has become bigger than whatever your personal issues are. It got to become bigger than that. Because for them, it's bigger than that. Them, it's bigger than that. Like, we got to be the same way. And again, I'm with Mexicans. I'm with Latinos. They're my brothers. I have no problem. But I'm just speaking on the deficiencies that we have as a people. We always hate on each other. We always spitting bullshit. That's it.
That's what we do.
Crab in the barrel mentality. We always doing it.
Horrible. Salute to Cedric Taylor in that super chat, much love. He said, salute Norman Sr. Nothing but respect for you. Watch where you go with interviews. Some guys mean you no good, especially that singing old man. Oh, man.
I don't know if any of y'all saw that. Yeah, that changed my life a little bit. Did y'all see that shit?
We saw that shit. Yo, bro. Yo.
You thought I was play pimping.
Yo, wait, hold on.
You thought I was play pimping.
I don't listen, man. I don't fuck with dude. We used to be cool. We don't fuck with
I don't know him.
Man, someone sent it to me and I said, come on, I don't fuck with that guy, man. They said, no, Drew, you got to look at this. So he was talking to you. You left. When you left, he started talking shit. And I'm like, why am I watching this? They said, no, keep watching. You pull back up.
This what happened with that. That's what fucked me up. And for a minute, I'm better now. I'm cool now. I done forgot about it now. But for a minute, I had PTSD for a hot second when it came to that. I'm better now because I probably wouldn't even took this interview. I'm serious. So I'm better now. But for a minute, it was the time. Like, look, right now I'm on side of the road. I pulled over. I'm on side of the road. I just left from having dinner with my son and Johnny from the hangout spot and Marcus Walker, the father of Cam Walker, whatever. I just left from having dinner with them and I gotta go take my daughter to the movies. I pulled up on side of the road to stop for this chat, right? Just like you might see me, I'm always in a car somewhere, I'm always sitting somewhere. That's what I do. I stop, I show respect. People got to understand this shit takes time out of your life, out of your day, out of the shit you have to do, right?
Yes.
This was an important day. B had a fight coming up with Derek Craybass still.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was real close to the fight. And I was headed to the gym to train B. I had told him I'd be on, but I forgot. He hit me. First of all, he hit me on my interview. He hit me on my DMs. You know, hey man, salute. Same, you know, all positive shit. He hit me with the bullshit. Oh yeah, man, no problem, man. I'm a brother. I'm supportive. All right, cool. So I'm talking to him, whatever. So now he give me a time. I forgot. I'm on the way to the gym to train B. B already at the gym. I pull over on the side of that motherfucking street, maybe 15, 20. I don't even know. I was on there for a good amount of time, right? Chopping it up with the old man, thinking in my mind that all of this lack of integrity type shit, because I'm big on integrity. You feel what I'm saying? I teach my son about integrity. If people don't know what integrity is, look it up. Teach your kids some, teach yourself some. It's about integrity. It's like, it's very important in life. So me and him talking about integrity and shit like that, whatever's going on. I'm thinking we on the same page because he's from the old school, because I know a lot of young motherfuckers don't give a fuck about integrity, ain't got integrity, whatever. So now realizing he one of them. So fast forward. I get off. Now I'm pulled up on the side of the road. I'm not even pulling over. Like here, I'm in the gas station parking lot. Right. That day, I literally pulled over on the side of the road. So I'm just in a little turning lane, talking to this man for 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, however long I was talking to him, right? Right. So I'm sitting in the turn lane talking to this man. So now I said, well, shit, I ain't got nothing to do on the way to the gym. What was the name of his channel again? So I go looking through the DM where he texts me and I get the name of his channel. I pulled that shit up and it came back up. I said, you gotta be shit. So I had to make a quick pull over again and cuss his bitch ass out, man.
But you know something, Brian? I could talk for hours about that guy, and what he did to you is exactly who he is. And I swear to God, if I'd have known you prior to that, I don't give a fuck. And I'm not like that. I like to stay out of people's business because sometimes people gotta learn on their own. But no, that motherfucker, I'd have told you, don't give him no daylight. Because he two-faced.
Tay Jones, you know, that's my dog. Tay be telling me about everybody, but you got to remember, my mind is fucked up. I can't remember shit. So Tay tell me about people. He might have told me about him. He told me about the other manager motherfucker I want to say before, because I think I heard his name before. He told me about people. Taylor gave me names that I was trying. I said, okay, I'm a kid. And I do the same thing with my son. I said, okay, I'm going to try to keep that in my memory bank, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear too many names, I hear too much stuff. So I said, I'm gonna try to keep it, and I give B the same thing. Look, if you get a call from this person, that's why I tell B, my son, the same thing. But I know that's damn near impossible if you ain't nobody got time for all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you warn me about some people before, because he don't warn me about a few people, and I just to this day, when I think about it right now, I can't remember who it is that he don't warn me about, but he has definitely warned me, and I want to say that manager dude was one of the ones. I feel like he definitely said his name.
You know, some they like you said earlier, they live for that aha moment because they think for some reason that's gonna get them bigger views and that's gonna make them go viral. And my thing is this: contradictions come out when you're lying. If you just said, look, you're telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? If you're lying about something, you got to remember what the fuck you said for the rest of your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why people. I've seen you on multiple platforms, and I'm watching it like, what the fuck, man?
And I'm saying, look, and on multiple platforms, I'm saying the exact same thing. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, bro, it's bad, and it's only us doing this. It's only us doing this, and it makes me so frustrated. I've watched it. And salute to Joseph Brown in that super chat. He said, salute to all the brothers on the live. Keep cooking. We on the job, brother. We on the job. So yeah, like, I mean, bro, again, I try to stay out of everybody's business, but when it comes across my virtual desk, it drives me crazy. The guys you're talking about, I don't deal with them. And now you know why. You know why I don't deal with these guys.
Yeah, what's crazy is that's where the word integrity comes from. And then a person that's about integrity ain't gonna sit there and tell you a bunch of lies, because they care about how it makes them look, they care about the perception that is given, and they have the integrity to sit there and tell you the honest truth. Like, who the fuck sits there and lie as a grown man? as a grown man, I'm not going to lie to another grown man about nothing. If my girl ain't asking me where the fuck was you at 1 o'clock in the morning last night, and I tell her my bad, I had caught a flat tire, that's about the only lie you gonna get out of me. But to a man, the fuck I'm gonna do going on my way to lie to another man? For that shit ain't happening, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm not wasting the time to think of a lie. I don't care enough about what nobody thinks of me. No, I mean I care about what they think of me, but I don't care enough about what you got to say to fucking tell you a lie, bro. Come on, you feel how you feel about you can feel how you feel about me and what I do and why I do what I do. But the reason I did what I did is why I said what I did. What I did is simple as that.
Hell yeah.
Or this, Drew. When the guy was I ain't gonna say the dude's name, but when the dude was talking to Brian Senior on the panel, he asked him about the money and can he see the contract? What kind of shit is that? Who does that? Yeah.
Man, listen.
Nigga said, do you have the paperwork that shows that? What the fuck? Come on, bro. What?
Bro,
come on.
Listen, let me tell you something. I tell my audience all the time, this is how I exonerate myself from a lot of shit. I don't know everything.
Yep.
I don't know everything. I'm gonna say it one more time. I don't know everything. In the event that I'm talking to any professional, I'm going to do more asking for information. Who the fuck am I to tell you, oh no, you supposed to get this percentage and this and that and that? No, what the I don't know nothing about that. I hate the business of boxing.
And that's why and that's why I'm telling you he's not a manager. He I don't give a, if y'all had a question before, I never heard or seen nothing that he's done, but I did. I want to say I think I heard his name from Tate. I think that's where it came from. I could be wrong. Tate still on him?
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I'm right here.
Did you tell me his name before?
I did.
Yeah, that's cause I remember when I heard his name, I said I heard that name before. And I remember, you know what? I think Tate said somebody's motherfucking ass. Yeah. So Tate is where I heard it from. Other than that, I don't know nothing about that man. I don't know nothing he ever put out, but I can promise you this. Listening to the stuff he was saying, if anybody got any questions, I'm telling you, as a motherfucker that's been in the business and been around the business for a very long time, he is not in the business of boxing at all. At all. Nothing about him is about, he's a faker, he's a fraud, he ain't gonna tell you no fighter he got. Matter of fact, since he's trying to see contracts about the money, tell him to show the contracts on the fighters he got. How about that? That's easy to do. What manager?
He got fighters?
He says he got fighters. What manager won't tell you about the fighters they got and how successful are your fighters? And since you were in the business of asking for contracts of the money they made, show the world the contracts of the money they made so you can have the integrity to ask another motherfucker how much money they made and to show you the contracts of the money they made. He's a fucking idiot, bro. That shit was wild, man.
Wild work, man.
Hey, Drew, I want to say something real quick. I don't know. I'm sure everybody know now, man, but we lost a member of the boxing community, Mike McCallum, man. He passed away. I don't know if it was yesterday, it was the day, but I got the message this morning he had passed away. So rest in peace, Mike McCallum. Great fighter, man.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know this. Thanks.
Yeah, he died, I think, yesterday. He passed yesterday. And that's wild.
Was the old age or what? Well, now he ain't that damn old. What happened?
He was only 68. He's only.
He trained Devin at one point in time, I believe. He was training Devin.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he was supposed to be on the show a couple of years ago. And
I think that dementia.
That's scary.
I think the dementia was kicking in, man.
Yeah, no, it was. It was kicking in because he told me to email him, and then when I called him, he said he didn't have an email. It was very strange. You know, I'm saying it now. I kept it to myself, but I said, "Oh no, he's not right. There was something not right."
You
know what I mean? So. Rest in peace to him, man. That was very sudden, man. That guy was an absolute beast, man. That guy's well. Let's get back to boxing. I don't want to talk about those other clowns running around on social media.
Right.
Brian. All right. So your sons go. Y'all going to Japan? I have my issues with Japan on how things that I heard were being done. I'm cool with the donaires. One of the things that that's come to my attention is that how they wrap their hands. They stack over there, and it's legal. And I think it's legal in 2 states over here, but over there, stacking is legal. What do you have in play to monitor what they do over there as far as being clean, not on any narcotic and hand wraps and things of that nature?
All right, I tried to do my due diligence about the clean and non-narcotics, but that's null and void. There's no drug test for this fight. No drug test. So
Oh,
it is what it is. I did my best. I tried, you know what I'm saying? Because of what I was worried about is I said, in my opinion, and I'm just, I can only go how I feel. I think my son gonna step on it. I think my son gonna step on Jen Sasaki. I said, when my son step on Jen Sasaki, I don't want no fucking scandals. I don't want nobody to come out saying he popped dirty or nothing. So I was doing it for my son's sake, saying I want our people to have, samples and woo and they get the samples at the same time. They came back and say, don't worry about it. There is no drug test.
oh, fuck, man. Yo,
Right.
Brian, I'm nervous, brother.
Hey, listen, man. Don't be nervous, man. Listen. What they say? You scared? Go to church. Now, listen. Real shit. We not nervous, man. We not nervous. We got strong. We got strong faith. We got strong faith that God don't make no mistakes. If a mistake is made, which they do happen, if a mistake is made or whatever else, the mistake was meant to be made for whatever reason that God may have in play. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. I know that shit may sound crazy to some people, but that's just how we operate. You feel what I'm saying? All we can do is what we can do on our side. It's like the serenity prayer. All you can do is control what you can control, do the best of your ability what you control, do your part, and the rest of it in God's hand. You feel what I'm saying? We made the best decision that we felt that we can make. We made it in good faith. We're fighting in good faith. We're going in good sound and mind and body. So from that point on, the rest is up to God to do his part. You feel what I'm saying? I know that, I know it may sound crazy to some people, but I'm strong. I'm not a religious person at all, but I'm very strong when it comes to thinking and when it comes to stuff like that. Simple as that. And again, if he loses, then that's God's plan. I'm just being real with you.
Let me add something here. Just a couple of weeks ago, we had the IBF featherweight title over there in Japan. This kid, Tomiko
Angelo Leo fought over there.
Yeah, this kid, Tomiko Komeda, has been over there trying to get a title for a long time. And I think that they thought that they could bring Angelo over there and kind of steal his title from him. And one thing about me, Brian, I cover the sport. I talk about the guys that even a lot of guys from my community don't talk about. I'm kind of like Tay in that regard. I talk about people that, you need to hear about.
Right.
And Leo, who had won his title from Luis Alberto Lopez with a stunning left hook to the jaw, knockout, it was wonderful. But they felt like they would bring him over there, and this would be a great opportunity for Komeda to become a champion. Angelo fought such a great fight, man. I loved how because he was going to have to mix it up with that guy. There was no doubt about that. But he showed the versatility of stepping on the outside, working from the outside at times, mixing it up at times, pushing him back sometimes, making him come after him sometimes. It was a magnificent performance, and I talked about it several times, in the aftermath of the fight. I do know that your son has the ability to do the same, and he's more than capable. But understanding that you clearly let us know what the deal is going over there, I would say, that you guys know what you're dealing with now, and maximize your options of how you go about, the fight, because you know how to judge and OB anyway. But I do believe your son is able to keep his judge and jurors right in his gloves. I believe that.
Yeah, we're not looking. I follow. I ain't gonna say closely, but I made sure that I checked out the Leo situation to see what they had to say. I think it was his name, True School Sports, the little white dude with the glasses. I think he'd be messing with it. Yeah, I saw. I was looking at his stuff and seeing what they said and seeing what they had to say. Because of course you want, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to go in there blind and not know the enemy.
Right.
Cool Boy Stealth, you know what he got to say. See what he got to say about Japan. What happened with Cool Boy Stealth was not a judge. It was not a judge type situation. So we can't talk about the judges in that one. But he did say he didn't feel like he was done wrong. He did say something about the time and the getting over there early, so we made sure we dotted that I. With the other one, as far as the stacking you was talking about, we're gonna make sure we stack. We're gonna check their gloves. If they stack, we stacking. So we're gonna make sure we do everything they do to make it as even as possible.
They fucked off Nonito Donair's gloves too when he got there.
I talked to Rachel. Rachel called me. Rachel Donair called me off. She told me.
On it.
Yeah, she told. We on. Hey, I was on it. I got you.
Yes,
I talked to Rachel Donair. She told me about the glove shit. We're gonna call it Glove Gate Part 2. She told me about Glove Gate Part 2. About them fucking around when that Nonito used his gloves. He had to use, I think, the other pair of innerway gloves, right? The other pair of innerway gloves. Yep. Yeah, he had to use the other pair. Yeah, she called me. I talked to her. So Rachel told me all of that. So she gave me, again, I'm listening to what they're saying. I'm not hearing anything outlandish. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hearing anything that we can't handle, we can't deal with. Stacking, we can deal with, we're going to stack back. Gloves, we can deal with because we're bringing 3 pair. You feel what I'm saying? I'm looking at sleep with Cool Boy Steph said he was dealing with, the time change, we going over 2 weeks. So thank God we have some type of blueprint and some of our people that's been over there to do this before, that we could come behind and know a few of the do's and don'ts. You know what I'm saying? So that's all, again, like I said, I'm a real I don't know what you want to call it. I believe in God. Simple as that. So I really believe it.
Hey, Brian.
That's great. I just wanted to say also that now you understand, like, being here with us on this platform, we're showing that concern. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna say this though. I'm not concerned at all. I'm not concerned at all with any of that. I'm not concerned with the fight. I'm with Tay. Tay told y'all a long time ago, that's a bad boy. He's special. I know more than Tay. That's a bad boy. He's special. And the kid that he fighting, I think he's 23 still, 24, whatever he is, that young kid he fighting, levels to boxing, he ain't on my son level at no point, no hemisphere, no frame of the game is he on Brian Norman Jr. level. There's only one thing, because you can always get caught in a fight. So he ain't gonna beat him in the boxing match. That's out the question. He's not gonna beat him in the boxing match. Anybody can get caught. We know that. We know what we're signing up for when it comes to that. We know how to deal with that. You feel what I'm saying? So again, we coming in with clear mind and we good. I'm not worried at all, man. I'm just I talked to B today. I'm with him. We just ready to get this out the way to see what's next, to be honest with you. We're not looking past him. But we're ready to get to it, get through it, get it over with. Let's see what they got to say next. Let's see what the other people got to say next about what they gonna do, and then we can see what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because we still got a career we gotta manage. We still got a career we gotta, live, go through. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, at this point in time right now, we tied with another person that has a career that he doing, that the fans want to see. We want to see it at the same time. They want to play games. And the ball is in their court at this point, and we don't like that. So we want to take the ball out of their court, and it's going to be our ball. You got to come get it from us next time.
I know you talking about that. I purposely didn't want to.
I'm being real. I'm being real though.
Yeah. I purposely didn't want to bring his name up.
Yeah. No. We have to. But I'm saying at this point in time, we have to play. We have to play their ball game because it's not a fair situation. It's not a fair. Nothing about it is fair. My son can't say. This person can say, I'm focused on what's in front of me. That's all I'm focused on. He can say that in an interview he won't when asked about my son or asked about anybody else. He said this shit a lot of time. Yeah. My son say, look, yeah, we want to fight after this fight, but we ain't going to talk about it. We're going to negotiate it after the fight. No, why we can't? I mean, it doesn't make sense. But again, that's the game of boxing we in. We're going to take it back to We're gonna take it into our own hands. We're gonna give them everything they want. We're gonna give them the venue. We're gonna give them everything they want because we got to play their ball game just because of the public eye. And we're gonna go and play their game or whatever else, and we're gonna take it from them. Like I said, we're gonna take the ball from them, and then it's gonna be on our court. They gotta play our game.
A couple of things that I wanted to share regarding that. One, about the negotiation ploy. This is something Ed Hearn has done since forever. And we're most familiar with that. And Tay could tell you that, like, going even back to when Joshua had a heavyweight title and Deontay had a heavyweight title, they played those same kind of games with Deontay a few years back. But what I was thinking about, you all going over there to handle this business, going international, you go over there and have a great performance, it elevates your status. It elevates your status to a play where, because they didn't take that fight prior, what's being negotiated, whatever, will definitely be different with your success coming out of this situation.
Yeah. Absolutely. But I'm not gonna talk about it too much on here. I'm not gonna negotiate on too much on here. I really, me and my son really want that fight. So we're gonna do what's necessary to make that fight. We really want that fight. We really want that. It's like a fucking monkey on your shoulder that you can whoop his ass anytime you just get that damn monkey off your damn shoulder. But the monkey just keep fucking around, going around your back and playing in the back of your head and shit, and you can't revive your head. You get what I'm saying? Like, right your ass is like a whoop your ass. You feel what I'm saying? So, it's a monkey on our back, but he playing all on our head and shit.
We got a thing with monkeys on this channel too, bro.
But that's how I feel, though, bro. That's what's going on. You feel me?
Oh man.
That's what I mean. I'm saying that's what's going on, man. So we really, and I talk to my son. We know it got to make sense. Eddie know it got to make sense. That's why he don't want my son to fight in Japan. That's why he was trying to do that. He know what's up. He know what's going on. But we gonna do whatever we fucking can to make this work. And again, I got some insight on all the rest of that. That of course, that are facts that people won't like to hear. So I'm not even gonna talk about that. But we know what's going on. It's not making the money that he needs to make with that fighter that he got.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
That's bottom line. It is not. It is not. Huh?
That whole thing about your son, he's a world titleist, right? To go on foreign soil and defend your title and to be successful, that elevates you. That put more eyes on you.
Yeah.
That puts the respect on you. And see, that's something that a lot of these guys ain't doing either.
No.
You know what I mean? They're trying to fight in their backyard all the time with their mama and dad at the front door. And you know, it's like, it's really fun.
That's real shit. Yeah,
I know. And so this is why, again, it's another reason that I admire what you guys are doing. See, you and your son are right there along the line of what Devin and Bill are doing as well. That's great stuff. You are the example. You know what I'm saying? There's a guy over in the UK right now that's a heavyweight titleist, Daniel Dubois. Same situation. His dad is strongly involved in his career. He's got a heck of a trainer that communicates well with his dad, and they are a threesome that are approaching his career with respect, and they are getting none. Nobody wants to acknowledge what they're doing and what they're accumulating with or accruing with his career. But they're going to look up and find out that young man was probably the best heavyweight to come along in a very long time. And we ain't even talking about Anthony Joshua.
Right.
But they're so busy because it's the father-son dynamic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's something about that because they don't want that to be something for other people to emulate. Right. They don't want that to be acknowledged and say, wow, I want to be like that. Hey, Dad, let's give this a go. They don't want that for us. They don't want it. Then the father-son tandems that you see from the other side with some of those other folks, they have poor ethics. They have poor, some of them got criminal backgrounds. Yeah. Some of them can't even be allowed back into the U.S., so they can't even fight internationally. It's like, this is something, and nobody else is talking about it. We talk about it.
Right.
but it's silence from other aspects, right, Drew?
Absolutely. We talk about this daily. Two things. My brother Anthony earlier said that Monster Nui drinks from the same lake water that Godzilla sleeps in the bottom of. That is just fucking hilarious. All those guys, I don't trust none of those guys over there. But Neek J in the chat, she says, has your son ever fought with stacked gloves? Because, you know, we don't want him doing anything that he's not comfortable with. Did you ever done that?
Right. No, I thought about that. No, he's never fought with stacked gloves. We gonna make that decision when we get over there. I think the only thing we've never fought with stacked gloves, but to my knowledge, the only thing with the stacked gloves is they make your gloves a little tighter. That's it.
Okay. Trick, you had a question, Trick?
Yeah, it was Brian Norman. I got a question, man. What was it like for your son to be training you for your fight, man, when you came back? What was that like?
Man, it was good, man. It was a good feeling, man. It was, you know what I'm saying? You know, just added to the father-son dynamics of what we've been through in life and what we've been going through. And just, again, we're just slowly but surely quietly stacking on parts of history. You know, my son, the world champion, trained his father to a victory the same year he's active. So now them two are active the same time as of right now. Of course, I ain't fighting again, but we active at the same time. Now my son is going to defend his title, and first of all, he's the youngest champion in boxing, so you got that right now. Then he's going to defend his title in Japan. You got that right now. Like we just you know, quietly, you know, thinking about portfolio, I guess. But yeah, it feels good, man.
Something, Tay. I'm sorry, I was talking over you. Tay, what you had said?
I ain't say nothing.
Oh shit! I thought you had said something.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to pull up right now the Quevids. I don't even know what to call this, man. This was I just call it ouch. I just call it ouch because this was bad. This was bad.
I want to say
I'm
something.
gonna share the screen. This was like it's rare that I see something where I just get quiet for a minute, like, oh shit, is he okay? Yeah, but if y'all never saw this, and I'm gonna call fair use on this, I'm sharing the screen right now. If you guys never saw this fight, just go ahead and give it a watch. When you see someone fall like this, I know YouTube's gonna be like, no, you're gonna have to delete this part. That's okay. See now, right here, his face look like meatloaf. Oh my God! See that right there? Right there. That right there. If I'm in this corner, I'm throwing in the towel. He's grabbing his face, man. No. All the Mexican heart or whatever heart, wherever you from.
Puerto Rican. Oh, you talking about? That's Giovanni. Yeah.
Bro, this was scary to watch. Look. When you fall like that,
it's over with. It's over with. Your lifeline just left.
Look at that. When you tilt, that's a collapsed building right there. Hell no. Yo,
yeah,
tell you with this.
Yeah, he ruined him. He took some time off his career that without.
Yep, and the squad at the end was like, oh Lord.
That's why I said that Robert Garcia failed him in that fight.
Yeah.
He failed him because he literally, what was that, the 9th round or 10th?
That was the 10th that happened. But hey,
okay, but he could have stopped that fight after the 8th.
Yeah,
because it was in the 8th that I recognized. See, the one thing I hadn't mentioned, Brian, is I work and train with fighters here in the Chi, and I'm definitely an advocate for the safety and well-being of fighters. So when I see guys go through something like that, Santillan has already shown you, yeah, he's got guts, he's got cojones. Save him for another day. It's still gonna be a loss, but at least he wouldn't have taken the degree that he took. See, he can't get that back anymore. He will never be able to take that much anymore because it's been ripped away from him. See, that's one thing that the fighters, when they're in there fighting, it's not a video game. This is real life. People have lost their lives in that ring. So you have to be able to recognize and assess the situation and be like, you know what? All you had to do, tell the ref, we're done.
Yeah.
And that's it. And they say, well, what happened? You look like you were doing something. Oh, well, his shoulder went out. Isn't that what Sonny Liston said? When Ali took his title the first time?
Right.
Like, oh, his shoulder went out. Sonny Liston was just embarrassed that Ali was whooping his butt so bad and he had nothing. Even when they tried to cheat. And Ali made it through that moment of being blind, whatever that ointment was they put in his eyes and everything. He fought through that. And when they saw that, they was like, shh, this guy got something we ain't got, so we gonna pack it in.
Right.
Yeah. Damn right.
Yeah, man.
We ain't gonna hold you, Brian, man. I know you're a busy man. Yo, look, brother, I appreciate you. I appreciate your time, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate the support.
See, I like this is the part I get frustrated because I be seeing people talk about Boba Chica, right? Or Norman got dropped by Boba Chica, right? But then they said, well, he need to fight Boba Chica again. All these other fighters have fought some guys and got dropped. They don't never say, oh, he need to fight this person again because he got dropped.
See what I mean?
See, but here's the thing. Here's the problem with that. The best thing that could have happened to Boba Chica that night is that he cut Norman after that. Because if he didn't, I'm not sure if people was really tuned to the fight. Because if he didn't, he actually woke Norman up. And if after that knockdown, you started seeing what was happening after that. You start getting in Janelle Sanaz. So people are asking for that fight, but do people really want to see that fight again? Because if you've paid attention to what happened after that knockdown, the boy was going to get hurt bad.
Now, Tay, let me point this out. And, Brian, I want you to listen to this, too. Check this out, because I talk about this all the time. Brian ran into one rough spot and prevailed, right? All of a sudden, he got to do everything. He got to run around the world and fight this guy, fight that guy. How many times have anyone told Vasily Lomachenko to run it back with Orlando Salido?
Shit out now, goddamn time. That's our people. You know that. I told you that.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I see you in the chat, Chris, and I don't know you, brother, but you saying fight Tio. Tio don't fight no fucking body.
No. Tio, you saying fight Tio. I guess he don't know. Tio already had the opportunity to fight us and he ducked it. You can go look that up.
One more time, brother. Say it one more time.
Tio had the opportunity to fight us September the 20th. I can give you dates. But other people, they can't give you dates. Again, I'm a fact checker, baby. I'm a fact knower. September the 27th last year, go look it up. There was a date for Teofimo Lopez. It was on a Thursday, I believe, Thursday or Friday, whatever day it was on. Yep, and Teofimo chose not to fight my son. He chose not to fight my son, and he chose not to fight anymore for the rest of the year last year. He gave up his date for last year because he did not want to fight my son. He literally chose to duck my son and not fight at all. He did interviews saying he'll fight him in December, blah, blah, blah. Then he stopped talking about it. Then he went to calling out boots. Then he went to saying that the reason he did it because if he won a title with Top Rank, if he won another title with Top Rank, they would have extended his contract, which is true, would extend his contract for 2 years. But at the same time, you turn around and call out Deron Ennis, a fight you know that he wasn't going to take. But if you won that title, it still would have extended you a year. So if you asked us to fight Tio, we absolutely want to fight Tio. Tio don't want to fight us.
Uh-oh. There you go.
No, he don't. No, that's a known fact. Shit, that's a known fact. He don't want to fight us.
When I said it, people was kind of like, Then I had one person try to tell me, nah, they going up there to talk about the fight. I'm like, brother, listen, you can ask the man yourself. The shit not happening. I'm trying to tell you, that motherfucker won't even talk to me because I guess, he want to be right all the time. But I tried to tell him it wasn't happening.
There you go. So you got your answer, Chris. We're not arguing. You have the facts. You have Brian Norman Sr. right here. He gave you the answer.
And if you want to know and if you don't believe me, because I know people like to think I'm lying when you ain't never caught me in one lie, you can Google it. You can go to YouTube. You can find anything. I'm gonna tell you what you'll never find. You'll never find one video where Teofimo said he wanted to fight my son. He said, "Yeah, I'll fight him. I just didn't want to do it on a Friday." That's the only time you're going to hear him talking about Brian Norman Jr. And that was at the Canelo press conference for Canelo Berlanga. I know it all. I'm trying to tell you, I pay attention to all of it. You feel what I'm saying? I was all in tune. You feel what I'm saying? They were supposed to fight September the 27th last year. Teofimo Lopez did not want to fight Brian Norman. Teofimo Lopez does not want to fight Devin Haney. Teofimo Lopez only want to call out fights I guess he know he not gonna get. I don't know what he got going on or whatever else. And then when he get a fight and he's worried about money, crying about money, you got Turkey on your side. You had the best performance, and you just crash out on Turkey out of nowhere for no reason whatsoever. I see the play. Just because y'all don't see the play, you can't make all the rest of us stupid. We know what's going on.
Good point.
It's the truth. The truth is the truth.
He's been doing it for a long time too. He was trying to get out of the George Kambosos fight.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, and then if y'all talking about that, why the hell he ain't rematch George Kambosos? It's too late now, but why he ain't rematch George Kambosos? Why was he talking about after the Sandor Martin fight where he arguably lost? Do I still got it? And then Jermaine Ortiz, he actually did lose. Like, I mean, come on, bro. It's so many, man. It's all facts. You feel me? It's all facts about what happened or whatever. And again, when I say facts, I say he arguably did lose. That's a fact. Because you can argue that he lost. It's not an opinion. You can make an argument that he lost. That's the truth. You can't say he got his ass whooped, that Jermaine Ortiz got his ass whooped. So no, there are people saying that he lost. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean when I say arguably. You know what I mean? Facts are facts, opinions are opinions. So we can keep the two aside. We can keep the two separate.
Man, he postponed that George Kambosos fight like 4 or 5 times. I'm downtown in Manhattan. I'm looking up. I saw the billboard. They done spelled George Kambosos' name all wrong. And I said, I don't know, dude, but I hope he win because they disrespected him. I'll be damned. When he fought him, he won.
You know,
and
why,
also, go ahead, Doc.
I was going to say, you know why I kept getting canceled so many times? This is for the people that like to talk numbers. He can't sell.
There you go.
That's why I kept getting canceled.
Well, I got one for y'all too, and for somebody, I think I read something about a Boca Chica and this and that. Y'all know Teofimo got dropped by Boca Chica too. It's a video on it if you don't believe it. He got dropped by the exact same punch my son got dropped by. The exact same thing. You can go watch that video.
That's on YouTube?
Yeah.
That's on YouTube. Go Google Teofimo Lopez and Janelson Boca Chica. They sparred, he dropped him on the right hand.
Lopez versus...
Yeah. But check it out, man. This phone right here gonna die, and I gotta go get my daughter and take them to the movies, man. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much, brother.
I appreciate you, man. Glad you came on with us, man.
And thank you so much, brother.
And
definitely gonna have you back.
I want you specifically to check out my channel, brother.
Well, I was just about to ask you what it was, because I don't even know what the hell I'm on. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what I'm on.
I sent you the video of Stormy, Brian.
Huh?
I sent you a video a few days ago. That's him right there on the panel. That's Stormy B, man. I sent you the video. He about your son.
Send it to me again just so I have it. I'm gonna look at it when I get to the house. I gotta go get my baby.
Okay, I'll send it to you again.
Cool.
All right, man. I'm out. Let y'all, man. Be safe, man.
Thank you so much, brother.
Okay. Sir. All right.
Brian Norman Sr., ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to find that Lopez. I'm trying to find that sparring footage.
Yeah, it's on because I remember seeing it a couple years back. I definitely remember seeing that. So yeah, it's nothing new.
You think they stuck the internet of it already?
You got to understand how many people really checking for that, though. You know. You know what I mean? But it was definitely up there because it was sent to me. So, I think that had to be like. It was either before or after the Janelson. I think it was before the Janelson fight. It was people just telling me.
Yeah, how you spell his last name? B-O what?
Well, I don't know. D-O-C-A-C-H-I-C-A.
C-H-I-C-A. Bonquisha. Let me see. See, I didn't know that. I didn't even know that they sparred.
See, now you guys heard it for yourself as far as, T.O. not wanting to fight. Because like I said before, I never thought that you'll lose a friendship over trying to tell somebody what's happening and what's not happening. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to tell this individual, that wasn't happening, and T.O. pretty much it's not happening. It was going to be someone else, and it was actually the guy that the Cuevas. You know what I mean? And they was actually supposed to fight last year before Brian had the surgery. You know what I mean? So I it's clear that people understand now that T.O. didn't want that fight. Because my thing is, how is T.O. saying that, he was thinking about going up to 47? Well, Norman Jr., he spoiled their plans. The plan was for Norman Jr. to lose and T.O. go up and fight Centennial. That was the plan. But it was spoiled.
And tell you, I got a conversation with Brian Norman Sr. Leading up to after, I think when Junior hurt his hand. He was saying that, this is back in October 15th of 2024. Said the opponent was going to be Derek Cuevas. Looking at it right here. I was trying to find that video that Stormy sent me. I'm going to send it to him. Send it back to him. He did a few minute video on his son.
Wait, I found this. What's this? That's T.O. allegedly getting knocked out on his ass.
That's it right there.
That's it?
Yeah.
You know, post that on Twitter, boy. Woo, or X, whatever you want to call it.
There it is. Let that run for a little bit.
Yeah. But I just can't wait for the fight to come up, for Norman, man. I really can't, because just talking to him every day, I know he locked in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know he locked in.
It makes me nervous with the drug testing and the stacking.
Yeah,
I don't think about in Japan. That makes me nervous, bro.
Yeah, I actually knew about that. Like, I think it was either earlier this week or last week. When Norman and I, Big B, and I talked, and I kept it to myself. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, It just, you get like a queasy feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we can take 5 people right now and give them marijuana. One person gonna be sleepy, one person gonna be hungry, another person gonna have the giggles, the other one probably gonna go take a cold shower trying to come down from the high. Basically, what I'm trying to say is we don't know how that performance enhancer or drug gonna make that fighter feel on that night. Right. That's basically what I'm saying. So it's just, again, the man has the power to end it in just one good punch.
Yeah, you sure do, man. Y'all make sure y'all like and share this video and smash the like button, man.
But I wasn't lying about that. Like I said before, he was only 15 years old, man, and I can only use a jab. Bloop, 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 bloop. I was like, oh hell no. It wasn't the hell no, like he just hit me a couple times, because of course only if you can throw a jab. It was the oomph behind it. I was like, oh my, he ain't no 15.
Hell no.
No, he ain't no 15. Y'all lying.
You know what's crazy, Tay? When I hear him talk, y'all know y'all sound alike, right?
Man, you want to know what's funny? What's today? Sunday. We were just talking about the same thing you just said on Friday. Literally just talking. We literally just had the same conversation on Friday.
That's funny as hell, bro.
Yeah, you guys sound so much alike, man. When he was standing there at the post-fight press conference, when the Japanese guy came up with the challenge letter, and he was talking like, "Yeah, maybe we could make something happen there." I say, "Man, he sounds just like
Tay. That was crazy." That's
that's
man. Bugged out, man.
We get that a lot.
Yeah, man. But yo, listen, the queens are about to come on. I want everybody in the chat. If you on Tay's, if you on Stormy's, you on mine, go over to Queens of the Ring. They're about to cook on some boxing. You know what I'm saying? Tay, let them know where they can find you, good brother.
Man, I'm back live, man. I've been dropping videos after videos. I've been dropping a whole bunch of videos, and of course, I'm doing segments on my brother podcast as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Say something about that real quick. I saw that.
Yeah. So my brother, man, he got a podcast and sponsored by Bet Online. So I've been going over on his show doing segments about boxing over there, and Politely Raw with Pac-Man Jones. Of course, that's my oldest brother. And then on mine, I got the not podcast, but the YouTube channel with Pac-Man _ATL over there. So that's where you can find me.
Don't diggity doubt, man. Stormy, you already know, man. Let them know, brother.
Man, everybody can find me right here on YouTube. Stormy B Man is the channel. That's Stormy B Man in all caps, but no cap.
Hey,
My brother Trick in the building. Oh, I forgot to read my brother Steve L's the Max super chat, man. He said, tuned in, OG, man. Salute to you, good brother. Much love, bro. Thank you so much, man. Trick, let him know, brother. Let him know.
You can find me on Instagram, Trick_Noty, or Anthony Carter on Facebook. That's where you can find me at, man. It was great to be on here with you guys once again. Man, it's been a while, man, but my work schedule been kind of jacked up on Sundays, man. So, but I had some time today, man, and I appreciate you letting me come on here, man, and had Brian Norman Sr. here, man. And one thing I can say, man, he felt comfortable over here, man. Y'all, he's comfortable over here. You know, every other place he been going, man, they've been, like I say, it's interrogations, man. They've been doing him dirty, man. But it was great to have him on with us, man. Great.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have him back, and
we'll have him back, man.
We're gonna push that young man.
Yes, sir.
And my dream is for them to clear out all this shit, and it's just him and Devin remaining.
Yes, sir.
Him and Devin remaining, man. That right there. I don't care where in the world that is. I'm going, bro. I'm going. And salute to him. Salute to all the fathers doing right by their sons. God damn it.
Yeah.
Cut the bullshit, man. And salute to everybody. Salute to everybody. Venmo, Zelle, Cash App, Super Chat, man. Much love and appreciation to the Queens of the Ring. Let's take that same energy and go over there and raid their chat, man, because we support over here. Much love and appreciation, man. And I'll see y'all in the AM. I got more shit to talk about this boxing shit. Bronx on deck.
yeah.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.